Good evening. It was 1 year ago this Sunday, a careless act sparked a fire that forever changed the landscape of the Columbia River Gorge. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Chris Willis. Near this anniversary of the Eagle Creek wildfire, community members gathered tonight to take a look at how far the recovery efforts have come. At the same time, they know all too well the risk of more wildfire remains. Tonight, a new fire is burning next to homes in Carson on the Washington side of the gorge. This fire, seen from Sky 8, has charred about 20 acres. While it is under control tonight, it also is still burning. 75 firefighters will be on hand all night to finish the job. The fire is underneath BPA power lines, which means crews cannot drop water on the flames from the sky, so it is a little more difficult to fight. Forestry and fire officials throughout will remain on high alert through the Labor Day weekend. Let's get started live tonight with KGW's Katherine Cook in Troutdale with more on the ongoing wildfire worries and the progress made since the Eagle Creek fire. Katherine?
Well, Chris, you'll remember for weeks, this is as far east as you could go on I-84. The stretch between here and Hood River was riddled with falling trees, boulders, and the worry that the gorge would never be the same. It started September 2nd, and before it was contained, the Eagle Creek fire burned for 3 months, torching 50,000 acres of trees, trails, and trade in the Columbia River Gorge. What a difference a year makes.
We want to honor how Gorge residents came together in response to the Eagle Creek fire and really supported one another.
Michael Lang is Conservation Director for Friends of the Columbia Gorge.
When the fire comes through, it clears the land.
Tonight, he and other community members looked back on the devastation that was.
When nobody could come for weekend after weekend after weekend, it was a big impact.
And most critically, what's to come.
There's a new paradigm from climate change, increased intensity and frequency of fires too, and we have to plan for the future to be better prepared.
For forest workers, that means a lot of labor and research, but it also means convincing people living next to wildland to live within the context of their surroundings.
Every homeowner who lives in the forest also has some work to do that would help them be more successful and less stressed when the fires come, because it's not a question of if, it's a question of when.
And more than ever, it means obeying the rules. The Eagle Creek fire started when a teen threw a lit firework into the Eagle Creek Canyon. Fireworks are always illegal on federal public lands, but right now campfires are also banned in both state parks and federal lands. And as the temperatures slowly drop.
Well, actually, we're not out of the woods yet.
And repairs in the fire scar continue, there is hope of a lesson learned.
So that we don't do something by mistake that everybody comes to regret.
If you couldn't be in Hood River tonight, there will be another chance to look back next month right here in Portland. The Friends of the Columbia Gorge will host an event at OMSI September 12th. Chris.
All right, Katherine, thank you for that. Well,